In this video, I'm going to talk about 4 places for you to stay in Dubai. Palm Jumeirah, Marina, downtown Barsha. So let's get down to Marina. Probably the most of the people hate Marina GBR when you Google, when you're watching YouTube videos. That's also where the most tourists land when they come here the first time. If you're from UK, if you're from Germany, if you're from Portugal or US. So that's like the hotspot. It's like going to Mallorca, for example. So why is Marina the hotspot for the most tourists who are going to come here, either to stay here as a tourist or maybe to even move here in long term, because it has everything. It has the beaches, many hotels. You can do all these water sport activities such as jet ski, motorboat, paddling, SUP. Also, you have all the restaurants. You have a nice promenade where you have your cafes, your restaurants, your burger places, and all the shops. Also crowded. So many nationalities stay there. It's of course safe. And if you say you want to travel to the Palm Jumeirah or downtown, you can easily take the taxi or the metro. It even has a big mall, which is so convenient. So if you compare Marina to downtown, in downtown you also have the mall. But to Marina GBR, you don't need to leave the area, because you have everything in one place, so it makes it such unique. Also, you have a lot of walking places. The nightlife is perfect. As I mentioned, you have all the bars, some clubs, so it's always something happening. It's always like it's a tourist feeling when you're there, and you can easily meet new people, engage with people. People are open because there's so many tourists there. So you can, if you want to meet some girl, it's easy just to have contact with her. Now compare Marina GBR to Palm Jumeirah. Why are many people go to Palm Jumeirah? Because it's very quiet. You have a quiet area. It's a bit further, it's a bit far to travel there by car. They're just like some peace. They have the hotel resorts. They have the nice beaches, which are incredible. One disadvantage is it's a bit further to travel by car or taxi. To get to the end of the Palm from the beginning, it takes about 10 to 15 minutes. So that's a disadvantage sometimes where people don't stay there, because without the car you can't get anywhere. So you're just in your hotel resort. So you always have to have a car or a taxi to get to some other places. Well, otherwise it's beautiful. You have the promenade, you have the 5-4-star hotel resorts, and they all have different restaurants. They have the pool, they have the beach, you have the massage, you have a doctor. So you have everything actually there. You don't need to go anywhere else. So it really makes it unique. And also the Palm Jumeirah has Nakil Mall. It has a shopping center, so you have the supermarkets. But like I mentioned, if you are not near to it and you are living a bit further on the Palm Jumeirah, you have to always use your car, get a taxi to get to places. So now just let's go to downtown. Downtown is of course a busy place. Disadvantage now, you don't have no beach. It's of course downtown is a city, yeah, but you have the biggest shopping mall in the world, which makes it very convenient. You have supermarkets, you have the sightseeing, you have the Burj Khalifa, which you can see, you have the parks, you have a lot of hotels, so a lot of restaurants, top class restaurants you can go to, nice bars with sky view. So it's also very convenient, but just don't have the beach where you can relax. If you want to go to the beach, for example, you need to take your rented car or get a taxi. Now we go down to Barsha. Is also a nice place. It's a bit cheaper compared to the other ones. They had a lot of restaurants, few bars. They also have a big mall. It's called the Mall of Emirates, which is also very convenient. Different nationalities, especially people living there from Philippines, from India, from Pakistan. And it's also quite central. So if you compare all these 4, Barsha is in the middle of downtown of Marina GBR and Palm Jumeirah. And it also has the Sheikh Zayed Road, which passes by. So it's convenient in a way. And it's for a lower budget, so it's also okay. So for example, if you want to stay in Barsha but you want to go to the beach, you can always rent your car or take the taxi to the Palm Jumeirah or the Marina. So it's always an option which you can choose. So comparing all of these 4 down to the pricing, which is cheaper, which is more expensive. Of course, it depends on what you actually looking for. They have all kinds of hotels there. apartments, if you're staying in Airbnb, for example, or just in a hotel resort or a bed and breakfast. So if you say the Palm Jumeirah, you can pay, comparing all of them, mostly the Palm Jumeirah and downtown are the more expensive, because Palm Jumeirah is just unique. It has the palm, it has the beaches, it has big resorts. Downtown, of course, because it's central, it's near to the airport, is a business hub, is also quite expensive, of course, depending where you're staying. If you go into Marina in GBR, for example, there you can also have a higher class, but there's also an average class of hotels. That's of course why so many tourists go there. You go to Barsha, there's many hotels, but the prices are a bit cheaper compared to the other ones. But the standard are also very high. So like I say, it just depends on what you're looking for, what budget you want to spend, what you want to see. So, but if you want to travel somewhere, the taxi prices are very cheap. If you compare a taxi fare in Europe, you probably pay in Europe 4 times the price than here. So you're saving also on that. So if you're saving on your hotel, you can use the taxi fare to travel to places for a few days. So and also in Marina or in Barsha, if you're going out for food, the prices are also a bit cheaper than being on a Palm Jumeirah or being in downtown. So also that you can see the price difference. What nationalities are staying in these places? Mostly Palm Jumeirah, of course, mostly the upper class, which have a bit more money, they stay there in the hotel resorts. Downtown also, Barsha, as mentioned, a bit lower class. Marina have middle class. So, but all areas are nice, they are safe, they are clean.